something strange happens as we grow older. Not suddenly, not dramatically, quietly. Time begins to behave differently. Years no longer arrive one by one. They disappear. Days collapse into weeks. Weeks dissolve into memories. And before we realize it, entire chapters of life feel compressed, almost erased. We often say, time is speeding up. But what if it isn't? What if time itself has not changed at all? According to physics, time is not an illusion. Einstein showed us that time is elastic. It can stretch. It can slow down. It can dilate. A clock moving at extreme speed will tick more slowly than one at rest. A clock near a massive object will experience time differently than one far away. Time in the universe is not absolute. Yet here on Earth, our bodies move far too slowly for relativistic time dilation to affect us. Our clocks agree. Our phones agree. The seconds remain identical. And still, we feel time accelerating. So where does the distortion come from? Neuroscience offers a grounded explanation. The brain does not measure time directly. It measures change. In childhood, everything is new. New faces, new emotions, new environments. Each experience demands attention. Each moment is recorded with high resolution. The brain works harder, and when the brain works harder, time feels longer. But as we age, repetition takes over. Patterns replace novelty. Days resemble each other. The brain records less information. Fewer memories are formed. When memory density decreases, time appears to shrink. This explanation is convincing, logical, comforting, but it leaves something unanswered. Why does the acceleration feel so universal, so synchronized across cultures, minds, and generations? What if perception is not the only factor? The universe itself is changing. Space is expanding. Galaxies are drifting apart. Energy is dispersing. Entropy is increasing. What if consciousness is not isolated from this process? Not physically, but cognitively. What if our awareness is subtly coupled to the state of the cosmos? What if, as the universe expands and structure dissolves, our perception of time compresses? Not because clocks run faster, but because meaning becomes rarer. In a universe with increasing entropy, moments carry less informational weight. And consciousness, dependent on information, feels time slip through its grasp. One explanation lives in the brain, the other lives in the universe. Neither fully cancels the other. Perhaps time has always been both, a physical dimension and a psychological mirror. Maybe time does not speed up. Maybe it reveals something about memory, about awareness, about our place in an expanding cosmos. And maybe the feeling we call lost time is not loss at all, but alignment. Maybe time was never rushing past us. Maybe it was waiting for us to notice. Not as seconds on a clock, but as meaning, fading and returning. And perhaps the real question is not why time feels faster, but what we choose to see before it slips away.